Hey everyone, welcome back to Shabby Chic Wonder. If you love the charm of vintage decor but also appreciate the simplicity of modern design, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the beautiful world of vintage modern farmhouse decor, a style that blends rustic warmth with fresh, updated touches for a home that feels both cozy and timeless. The vintage modern farmhouse style is all about blending the warmth of old-world charm with the simplicity and functionality of modern design. This aesthetic embraces rustic textures, distressed finishes, and antique elements while incorporating sleek, updated touches that keep the space feeling fresh and livable. It's a perfect balance between cozy and sophisticated, where weathered wood and industrial metals coexist harmoniously with clean lines and contemporary comforts. Whether you're decorating a small apartment or a spacious country home, this style creates an inviting atmosphere that feels both nostalgic and effortlessly stylish. To achieve this look, it's essential to mix vintage and modern elements intentionally. Instead of filling a space with purely antique or brand new decor, aim for a curated selection that tells a story. A distressed farmhouse dining table can be paired with modern upholstered chairs, or a sleek, minimalist sofa can be accented with vintage floral cushions. The key is to create contrast while maintaining harmony, ensuring that each piece complements the overall aesthetic. Throughout this guide, we'll explore how to bring this timeless style to life, starting with the perfect color palette and materials. Choosing the right color palette is the foundation of a successful vintage modern farmhouse design. Soft neutrals such as whites, creams, beiges, and muted grays set the stage for a bright and airy space while allowing rustic textures to shine. These tones create a sense of warmth and openness, making the home feel both cozy and sophisticated. To add depth, incorporate subtle earthy hues like sage green, dusty blue, or warm terracotta. These colors bring a natural, time-worn charm without overpowering the room. In addition to color, the materials you choose play a crucial role in defining the style. A mix of reclaimed wood, natural linen, distressed metal, and aged stone enhances the farmhouse aesthetic. Weathered finishes give furniture and decor a sense of history, while modern materials like glass and polished metals provide balance. By layering textures, such as pairing a sleek marble countertop with rustic wooden stools, you can create a dynamic space that feels curated yet effortlessly inviting. Now, let's explore how to blend old and new when selecting furniture. One of the defining characteristics of vintage modern farmhouse decor is the seamless mix of old and new furniture pieces. Instead of adhering strictly to one style, this approach allows you to curate a space that feels both lived in and stylish. A vintage wooden dining table with a time-worn finish can be paired with sleek, contemporary chairs to create a stunning contrast. Similarly, a modern sofa can be softened with a distressed wooden coffee table or an antique armoire. The goal is to create a balanced look where each piece complements the other rather than competing for attention. When selecting furniture, look for timeless silhouettes that work well together. Mixing materials is also key. Think metal and wood, linen and leather, or glass and iron. Incorporating pieces with history, such as a vintage dresser or a refurbished farmhouse bench, adds character and warmth to the space. But to keep the look fresh and intentional, avoid cluttering the room with too many antique elements. Instead, let a few statement pieces shine while keeping the surrounding decor light and modern. Next, we'll dive into the textures and finishes that bring this style to life. textures and finishes are what truly define the vintage modern farmhouse aesthetic, adding layers of charm and depth to every space. The beauty of this style lies in its imperfect, well-loved look. Distressed wood, chippy paint, and weathered metal give furniture and decor a sense of history. Exposed wooden beams, shiplap walls, and aged brick bring natural warmth and authenticity to a room. Soft textiles such as washed linen, chunky knit throws, and faded floral patterns create an inviting, cozy feel that complements the rustic elements. But while the worn and textured look is key, it's important to balance it with smoother, more polished surfaces to keep the space feeling fresh. A distressed wood dining table, for example, can be paired with sleek metal light fixtures or a modern ceramic vase. Mixing matte and glossy finishes, such as pairing a vintage brass mirror with a crisp white wall, adds contrast and interest. By thoughtfully combining textures, you can achieve a farmhouse look that feels both lived in and stylish. Now, let's talk about lighting and how it enhances the overall aesthetic. Lighting is a crucial element in vintage modern farmhouse decor, setting the tone and enhancing the ambience of a space. The right lighting fixtures not only provide illumination, but also serve as decorative focal points. Rustic chandeliers with weathered finishes, wrought iron pendant lights, and vintage-inspired sconces add character and charm. Soft, warm-toned bulbs create a cozy glow, making any room feel more inviting. Whether you opt for an antique-style lantern over the dining table or industrial-style wall sconces in the living room, lighting plays a key role in defining the farmhouse aesthetic. A great way to balance old and new is by mixing different styles of lighting. A classic crystal chandelier can add elegance to a room filled with distressed wooden furniture, while sleek black metal pendant lights can contrast beautifully against shiplap walls. Consider layering light sources. Combine overhead fixtures with table lamps and candles to create a warm, welcoming atmosphere. By carefully selecting lighting that complements both vintage and modern elements, you'll enhance the farmhouse charm of your home. Now, let's explore how to style decor for the perfect balance of old and new. Decor is where you can truly bring your vintage modern farmhouse vision to life. The key is to strike the perfect balance between antique charm and contemporary simplicity. Vintage pieces like distressed picture frames, aged books, and antique vases add character, while modern decor elements such as minimalist sculptures, sleek mirrors, and neutral-toned artwork keep the space feeling fresh. Mixing these elements thoughtfully prevents the home from looking overly rustic or too modern, creating a curated yet effortless aesthetic. When styling your decor, focus on layering and contrast. Pair a vintage floral rug with a modern coffee table, or place an antique clock on a sleek floating shelf. Use woven baskets for functional storage while adding texture to the space. A combination of old and new textiles, like a crisp linen throw draped over a vintage armchair, creates warmth and depth. By integrating pieces from different eras, you can achieve a home that feels inviting and timeless. Now, let's take a closer look at farmhouse kitchen essentials. The kitchen is the heart of any farmhouse-style home, where rustic charm meets everyday functionality. To capture this aesthetic, start with classic farmhouse staples such as an apron front sink, open shelving, and wooden countertops. These elements provide both practicality and a time-worn charm that defines the style. Natural materials like butcher block, stone, and vintage-inspired tile backsplashes enhance the farmhouse feel, while modern appliances in muted finishes keep the space updated and efficient. When decorating, incorporate vintage kitchenware such as enamel pitchers, glass canisters, and cast-iron cookware to add authenticity. A rustic wooden island can serve as both a prep station and a gathering place, while industrial pendant lights above it provide a modern contrast. For added warmth, display fresh herbs in ceramic pots or hang copper pans on an exposed rack. By blending farmhouse traditions with contemporary touches, your kitchen will feel both charming and functional. Next, let's explore how to create cozy and inviting living spaces. vintage modern farmhouse living room should feel warm, welcoming, and effortlessly stylish. The best way to achieve this is through layering. Soft neutral-colored sofas, plush throw pillows, and textured blankets create a cozy foundation. Adding vintage furniture, such as a distressed coffee table or an antique cabinet, brings personality and charm. Meanwhile, modern accents like a sleek floor lamp or geometric side tables prevent the space from feeling too dated. To enhance the ambience, focus on creating an inviting atmosphere with natural light, warm-toned bulbs, and strategically placed candles. A large area rug can anchor the room, while woven baskets provide both storage and texture. Mixing classic farmhouse elements like shiplap walls with contemporary gallery art ensures a perfect blend of styles. The goal is to create a space where vintage meets modern in a way that feels effortless and cozy. Now, let's talk about adding personal touches with DIY decor. Personalizing your space with DIY decor is a great way to make your farmhouse design feel unique and meaningful. Repurposing old furniture, such as transforming an antique dresser into a bathroom vanity or refinishing a vintage table, adds character and sustainability to your home. Handmade signs with rustic wood frames, upcycled mason jar lighting, and hand-painted ceramics are easy projects that bring warmth and charm. These small, thoughtful details make your space feel lived in and personal. Adding sentimental items like framed family recipes, thrifted artwork, or handmade quilts can enhance the vintage appeal while telling your story. A simple DIY wreath made from dried flowers or a hand-sewn linen pillow can add an extra touch of farmhouse charm. The beauty of this style is that imperfection is welcome. Every distressed finish and handcrafted detail adds to the home's authenticity. With these personal elements in place, let's wrap up with some final styling tips to perfect the look. As you put the finishing touches on your vintage modern farmhouse decor, keep a few key styling principles in mind. First, embrace simplicity. This style thrives on curated pieces rather than clutter. Choose decor that has both function and aesthetic appeal, ensuring that every piece adds to the overall charm of your home. Secondly, balance is key. If your space feels too rustic, introduce sleek, modern elements to lighten it up. If it feels too contemporary, bring in aged finishes and vintage accessories to add warmth and character. Finally, let your personal style shine through. Whether it's an heirloom rocking chair, a collection of antique books, or a handmade throw blanket, these special touches make a house feel like home. Mix textures, play with contrast, and don't be afraid to experiment with layering old and new pieces. The beauty of vintage modern farmhouse decor lies in its ability to be timeless yet adaptable. With these tips, you're ready to create a space that is both cozy and sophisticated, blending the best of the past and present. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more decor inspiration. And I'll see you in the next video.